Hey everybody, Matt Tardio, and today we're going to be reviewing the opening scene from the movie American Sniper. I'm a retired Green Beret sniper, Special Forces, and I always get asked, like, how accurate are these movies? What do I think about them? So today we're going to break down the scene, and there's a couple things that actually they did a really good job of putting in the movie that you've probably never been explained before, and there's a couple things that they got wrong. So let's just dive right into it. And I'll tell you right off the bat, that tank is not entirely accurate. The Humvee is, the gunner's position is. The only thing I don't like is how clean these guys' uniforms are.
Is it fucking hot?
So let's just break down this position real quick. You've got um, the guys playing Chris Kyle up in a high position overwatching the convoy's movement. Pretty accurate, as a matter of fact. In addition to that, you see a Lance Corporal. I doubt it would be a Lance Corporal, but it very well could have been if he was like the RTO or something like that for the platoon. When you've got an outside unit that's being attached to your platoon as an infantryman, or you're doing some joint movement, you've got a high position that's set in place, you're going to want somebody there with the comms who also knows like the different radio call signs and things like that. It's going to be much easier for this guy to make those calls for Chris Kyle while he's in that position. So accurate, yeah, why not? The equipment, everything looks actually really spot on thus far. So let's keep going.
Fucking dirt here tastes like dog shit.
Oh, well, you know, wouldn't you?
Those doors, that like the whole setup for the movie, doors and everything looks extremely accurate.
I got a military age male on a cell phone watching the convoy over.
You think he's reporting no movement? You have a green light. Your call. Over.
Yeah, that is actually very accurate. That would happen more often than you would think. We'd have a guy show up on a rooftop. They spot us coming forward, and they step outside to make a phone call, and you see it, and it's always right before something pops off. Um, yeah, yep.
He stepped off. Hold on, I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy. Her arms aren't swinging. She's carrying something. Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's got an RKG Russian grenade. She's saying to the kid,
You said woman and a kid?
"You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?"
Negative. You know the ROV. Your call.
A lot of stuff is gonna be pumping through his head right now, like a ton. One, women don't normally come out and greet U.S. forces. It just doesn't happen. As a matter of fact, they hide when we come around. Like they just don't. They just don't come out. Back in this time frame, there was also a huge campaign to pay the people to turn in munitions when they found them, and that has to be going through his mind. If they would have found this on the street, they can get money for it for their family. The country's war torn. They don't have a lot, and so normally what would happen is these people would bring the munitions to base, like check in and stuff, and like they actually get paid for it to do that. That way we get the weapons off the street. it wouldn't be unheard of for somebody to approach a convoy or people like that with it, but the way they're going about it is extremely wrong. It's shady when you look at how they went about doing it. She walked outside with it, like kind of like tucked in her thing. Then she goes and she like nonchalantly hands it to her kid. So all these things are going to be going through his mind right now on if this is a viable threat, right? And an RKG3, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm gonna do a breakdown for you at the end of this video and show you what an RKG3 is and how it works because it's very pertinent to what's about to happen in the scene. But for now, let's keep going. Just keep that in the back of your mind that that's what's going through his damn head, right? They're 200 meters out from the lead element of the convoy. Woman comes outside, which normally there isn't a woman. She's got a RKG3, which is actually an anti armor grenade, and there's a tank at the front of the convoy. So all those things line up to probably a threat, but at the same time, he's probably thinking, what if they want to turn this shit in? He's got to make that choice.
Fuck, that was gnarly. Fucking evil bitch.
Nice shooting, Tex. Hell of a call. Roger that. Good looking out, Navy.
Fuck, you hear
Get the
that, man?
fuck off me.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's break that down. I'm not going to analyze the shot. The shot's the shot is the shot. I'm not going to say that he should have had more lead or anything like that because I don't really know the angle that he's at to them. So I'm just going to leave the shots to it is what it is. I don't know the distance. I don't know any of that. So I can't tell you whether or not his crosshairs were in the right place when he pulled the trigger. As that kid was running towards the convoy, that's when his spidey sense should have went off. And he did have a grenade. Here's the crazy thing, right? Like that grenade wasn't armed. And here's a picture of an RKG3. And inside of this picture, you can see those spoons, what we call spoons, that are going down the side of the grenade. And those spoons themselves actually have to come off in order for it to be activated. On that particular grenade, there's a parachute that comes out the back when it's deployed, and it cocks a firing pin, and it's armed, and it's there to stabilize the grenade in flight. And then that way, it's kind of like flying almost like a dart or an arrow. And then when the front impacts, that allows the firing pin to go forward, strike the primer, and the shape charge to go off. And as you can see in this like picture, that the grenade clearly wasn't armed. And grenades just don't explode on their own. We carry them around our kit. We carry them everywhere. That's why they have firing. That's why they have the whole firing mechanism that's built into place, because troops carry them around. So her just throwing the grenade and having it go off without it being armed is complete total BS. However, after her kid gets shot and she runs over and picks it up, that absolutely would happen. Whether or not they were trying to turn it in or what, like, you just don't know. You just don't know. And a lot of people wonder, like I've seen reviews for this particular movie scene. I think this scene is very, very powerful. And there's a lot of hidden things that are like going on underneath this movie scene. A lot of people will watch this movie scene and be like, F that dude, like F the kid, F the woman. They were clearly trying to do bad things to American troops. In reality, what would have been going through my mind is, did I actually just make the right call? Did I make the right call by smoking that child? And clearly at that point, grenade armed or not, it's movie problems, but after anybody's kid gets shot, regardless of what they were trying to do, you would expect the parent to act out like that. So I wouldn't even hold anything against her. I would hold the fact that she sent a kid towards a convoy with ammunition in his hand. But again, when you look at what was going on at the time frame and the different offerings and things like that, like there's a lot of shit that's going to be going through his mind, and people often wonder what's going on with like veterans' mental health. That is the type of shit that eats veterans alive in their souls. I'm telling you right now. especially in these wars in particular and insurgencies and everything else. That is the type of stuff that eats our souls alive. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content and my particular spin and take on this scene out of American Sniper. If you liked it, smash the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell so when I upload these new videos, you guys can see when they come up. Thanks for stopping in. Love you guys. Peace, love, and God bless.